Good morning, I am Scooter. How are you today? Well, it's Sunday and it snowed here in Maryland. Not a lot, but it put a nice little glaze of white stuff on the grass. The streets stayed pretty clear and it was kind of cold. Made you want to stay inside and sit by the fire. Well, what are we talking about today? It's coming up on the new year, and you have your steps for manifesting what you want. You have an idea of how you're supposed to act each and every day. So hopefully everybody had a lot of gratitude from yesterday to today, that things were wonderful, or they stayed the status quo, or they changed, forcing you to change, which will ultimately result in a very positive outcome. So the things that I wanted to say today is, so you're waking up every morning with gratitude, you're counting your money, you got your idea of how to manifest things, and you need to think about what you spend your money on. It's not a dramatic issue, but there are two parts to spending money. There's the reoccurring things that you have every month: rent, gas and electric, food. And so food is where I was going to start from. Food. How much food do you eat at home? How much food do you eat out? How much food are you allotted in your budget? Even a single person can have a lot of food that they consume, because if you're consuming half a steak, but you got to buy a whole steak, and you cook it or you don't cook it, it makes a big difference. So even though I'm not eating steak, you should be assessing your budget. And the new year is always a great time to start assessing your budget. What do you spend on food? What do you spend eating out? What do you spend cooking? What do you spend entertaining your friends? And how much do you spend on transportation? Gas is moderately high, but I seem to spend a lot of money in gas. A lot. And just transportation in general, if you ride the bus, if you ride the subway, if you got to call Uber, Lyft, or a taxi, what are you spending? Transportation and food. That's your two thoughts for the day. It's not complicated. It's pretty simple. You need to kind of say to yourself, what am I doing? How am I doing it? Why am I doing it? Am I doing it because I'm bored? A lot of people eat because they're bored. A lot of people eat out because they live alone and they don't want to eat by themselves, so they go into a restaurant, and even though they're not eating with somebody directly, they are consuming their food with others. Restaurant food can be excitingly expensive, but I found, as a single person, the most interesting thing is you just eat. You have to decide what you're going to do. You're going to eat out or you're going to eat at home. If you eat out, then you should eat out all the time. It's less expensive. If you're going to eat at home, then you should eat at home all the time. It's less expensive. It becomes expensive for a single person when you try to combine the two. If you try to eat out some days and some days you eat at home, or you get home and you're too tired, so you call the carry out or whatever. Of course, I'm anti-carry out, but anyway, those are the things that you have to watch out for. So as the new year comes in and we all start to reassess our lives, because the new year always makes us think of what was good and what wasn't good, what should have been and how we miss the mark on this or that. So start your New Year's budgeting by assessing what food you eat and how much you spend in transportation. It's just a simple place to start from. Once again, this is Scooter. I am Scooter. You have a great day.